Chris?
You're saying the union's hiding behind socioeconomic reasons for why students aren't doing well. What role does socioeconomics play in student
They clearly are a factor, but what are we supposed to do, Chris? Throw our hands up and say, well, you know, they have socioeconomic challenges, so we don't have to worry about teaching them. Any failure that we then have in teaching these children is on them, not on us. I mean, you know, if any other group of the teachers union said that, I can't imagine the things you guys would be accusing them of. The type of discriminatory attitude you'd be accusing them of. But somehow, when the teachers union says it, it's accepted. I don't understand that. If I came up here and said, well, listen, you know, kids in a certain socioeconomic status just can't learn, so we can't worry about them, I would be excoriated on every editorial page across the state, and probably across the country, and would deserve it. Yet they're saying exactly the same thing. Don't hold us accountable for this because the socioeconomic status of them makes it impossible for us to teach them. There are teachers all across the state who don't believe that and who are working every day to try to turn that around. Yet these folks who are just defenders of their own self-interest will put up any excuse, blame anyone, as long as it deflects responsibility and accountability from them. Those days are over. The public is tired of paying $25 billion for a system that has 104,000 kids in 200 failing schools. And now we have a Supreme Court sitting on the precipice of saying, yeah, but you know, Governor, I know you spent $25 billion, but if you just spent $1.6 billion more, it would fix the whole problem. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous where we've allowed this system to go into because we're so afraid to tell the truth. Because we've become so politically correct and cowed by this bunch of bullies across the street and their money. And allow these failed legal theories by a bunch of lawyers in black robes to rule the day here. We now have decades of proof that the Abbott theory doesn't work. Why don't we spend our time talking about how we change the system before we even get to the money issue? Because I'll tell you the truth, I'd be happy to spend every dollar we spend right now if I was getting results in Newark and Jersey City and Paterson and Camden and Trenton. But I'm not going to continue to permit a king's ransom to be spent for failure. And when do you ever hear the teachers union talk about that? Have you heard them talk about what their ideas are for a better educational system in the Abbott districts other than more money? Did any other theory beside that? And to blame their parents for the child's difficult socioeconomic status? What responsibility are they willing to take? Why, are they willing to be held accountable? Michael?